Hello and welcome to the Sidings. And today in the Sidings, what is this? A new engine? Yes, it is. This is the Caledonia Works LSWR 0145 0415 class 442 tank engine, otherwise known as the Adams Radial tanks. Now, you may know these tank engines from like a certain music video. That's right, I'm referring to the Sheena Easton video. Is it Easton or Eaton? I want to say it's Easton. Yeah, Sheena Easton Morning Train music video, where the preserved Adams Radial number 488 was actually in that video. But what do we get here in the pack? A number of liveries, but also the original Adams Radials, which this is that pack, are single slide bar. So you have this slide bar here at the top. There were double slide bar versions that had slide bars top and bottom of the main piston rod. Now, these engines were built for commuter service, which you can kind of see that in the design. Small, lightweight, and fast. However, with the Adams O2s and the M7s and other such tank engines, these engines were moved way the hell out in the sticks. And then they slowly started being withdrawn. And at this point in the Southern career that these engines would have had, 488 herself had gone from being a Ministry of Defense locomotive, moving munitions and military supplies around a couple of munitions bases, to working on the East Kent Railways, and the Southern had to purchase her back because this engine here, number 125, seen here as Southern 3125, and her sister, which would have been 520 or 3520, was they were starting to show their age. They needed overhaul because they were the only two that worked the Lyme Regis branch line. Given that a Terrier was trialed there and found to be insufficient power, an M7 and I believe an O2 were trialed there, but they were rejected because the M7 and the O2 just put the track wherever they wanted it, not where it was laid. These engines were actually found to be the right mix of powerful and fast. And I'm going to tell you right now, these worked. They tried a 1400, that failed, and these things lasted until they could get an IVIT 2MT tank up there. It's a real crying shame that these engines, that the three-line Regis engines just weren't preserved. But anyway, you get this nice southern lined olive. You get the pesto green. LSWR Royal. A very interesting livery, Adams Brown. To my knowledge, only a few engines carried this livery that were built by the LSWR, them being the BD Well tanks, and this, and I think one or two others. And then we get unlined olive, and here's 3520. Here's a 488 as East Kent Railways number 5. And here's the BR livery that they would have worn. And, ooh, I love the dirt and grime on the coal bunker here. It is so beautiful. The big windows. I love the coal railing. I love the filler cap. Oh. Yeah, that coal weathering. The brown, it's not so noticeable on the brown, but I mean, oh, the little chains to keep the couplings in place and keep it from swinging about in the breeze. It's just, oh, these are so great. And I will tell you right now, these are so much better than the old digital traction ones, which we were lumbered with for so long, but I'm not going to throw any more shade. Before we move on, I want to look at some of the quick drives we get. So you can get it with the Monsol coaches in various liveries. AP Mark 1s. As you can see over here, the LSWR carriages. And bullied coaches. There's a ton more quick drives with, say, the old, or with the, bird cages and the like. Stupid beds. And it wouldn't be unusual to see these engines. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's got a lever reverser. Interesting. Pardon me. Oh, and the fire flickers with all the chuff. Oh, she's got a real bark on her. Wait, is that what I think it is? That's Bear Peacock and Company of Manchester. Yeah, these were contracted out, believe it or not. Now, a lot of people are gonna go, "Can you make her slip?" And sadly, I can't. But these engines worked up gradients as steep as 1 in 40. And there she is, picking up speed and barking a little heart off. So, the real challenge is going to be this section right here between Inchcombe and Then Hill, which I believe is 1 in 77. So, if she can cope with this load, which I think is like 6 coaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. She's got 6 on. And you gotta remember, she could do commuter service. And in the days of the Big Four, and even in British Railways, even though this is on the corner of 3, the Great Western, the LMS, and the LDR, it wouldn't be that unusual to see an Adams radial up here, because this is a little branch line. Seeing one of these things just plunking away with a few coaches here or there, local trains running between the junctions, essentially. And I'm just trying to get her up to speed. I want to see what she can hit. She seems to be really happy just wanting to go flat out. About 46 miles an hour. Now, it's not bad. Oh. Actually, 47. Here comes the hill. She's doing 49 miles an hour. That's not bad at all. Lads, we've touched 50. And now we power our way through. She's going for it. 51 mile an hour. $52. Oh shit. Okay, we've hit 52. And we're about to hit the steepest part of the gradient. Yeah, that just disappeared to 1 in 77. But holy Toledo in a handbasket. She's holding her own, boys. Gotta hold the whistle till we reach the level crossing. And there we go. She's made it all the way to the top. It's nice and flat, allows her to catch her breath. Allows us to get a good run at the hill. And I'm going to say this. This is beautiful. So, here are my thoughts as we run on to the end of the line. Is this an engine worth having? Yes. Can it outperform the other variant we have out there? Yes. And here's the other thing that I'm going to say about it. It's an engine that has a lot more going for it than that other variant. That other variant was very basic. It felt like it was a rush job. This, it really feels like this one, time was taken. Also, this means that with this out, Phase 2 of the West of England line is on its way. So yes, I would recommend be prepared for that. But I would recommend pick yourself this engine up right now and get used to the controls. I'm about to sound absolutely pretentious, darling, but get used to the controls. That way you can be more prepared when you have to tackle the 140 between Axminster and Compine before tackling the other 140 from Compine all the way up to Lyme Regis. But yes, you will be driving the Lyme Billies, as these engines have been nicknamed. But I do recommend picking it up. It is fun. I will see you in the next review, though. Bye.